Hey up internet, and welcome back to On the Sofa Live. If you're new, do subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay in the loop. Okay, with me this time is Godless Scummer, aka Jeff. So, Jeff, why don't you introduce yourself and tell people where they can find you, etc.
Ahoy, my name is Jeff, aka Godless Scummer. That is the name of my Godless Scummer is the name of my YouTube channel. I have recently reappeared on YouTube after a bit of a hiatus, and yes, I come on and talk about stuff, mainly sometimes like atheist topics, bit of philosophy, that sort of thing. I'm just a good all-round bullshitter, and yeah, come and check me out if you feel like it.
Michael Deacon wrote a story for the Telegraph with the headline, "Should we ban the unemployed from voting?"
There's a simple answer to that: no.
Yes. I mean, should we put all the paws in the wood chipper? That's what he may as well be asking.
Yeah.
Should we send all the paws to workhouses? Unfortunately,
yeah, pretty much.
Unfortunately, the article itself is behind a paywall, and I'm one of the paws that he wants to put in the wood chipper, so I can't read it. But
yeah, well, I've been on point of principle. I wouldn't subscribe to the Daily Telegraph anyway, but I mean, the Daily Telegraph's like a weird. Actually, it's kind of a weird newspaper in a way that I give them the credit. They actually do some very good investigative journalism at times. Like some of the journalism is good, but but some of the commentary is bloody awful.
Yeah. I mean, this is just hate porn.
Yeah.
But I haven't got the article.
This is like, I mean, this is basically this is the sort of social attitude that sadly it still exists within Britain, which made the Jeremy Kyle show so bloody popular for 15 years on British TV, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Demonizing the unemployed and the poor.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've read I've got a copy of it up there, a book called Chavs by Owen Jones, which is the subtitle and the sort of title under that is Chavs, the Demonization of the Working Class by Owen Jones.
I've read it, yeah.
Yeah. I've got a copy of it up there. It's but up on my shelf. I'm actually looking at it right now. But yeah, that's just this. It's just sort of just in the headline of that alone. That's kind of, you can kind of know the spirit behind it.
Yeah, it's a good book actually. Jennifer Jenkins 3 said this. She said, "Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? God forbid you ever become disabled or can't work. For fuck's sake, we have to divorce value from financial outcomes and productivity."
Yep. I mean, you'd actually, that shouldn't even be like a particularly radical thing to say in 2026 either. It's like, you'd like to think, I actually kind of at one time would like to think we were past this stuff. But
yeah. Kimmy Franks said, "Wonder if the unemployed count as people that live off investments, inheritance, pensions." Because people forget the state pension is a benefit as well.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. No matter if you've paid into it your whole bloody life.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, this is the thing. I mean, I was out of work 2 years ago for like 3 months, and yes, I claimed unemployment benefit. I got called a scrounger in that time, and I'm like, hold on, I've been paying into the system for like 25 years.
Yeah,
I've fallen on hard times. Isn't this kind of what this thing was supposed? Isn't this is what this thing was supposed to be for?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I've been unemployed since the pandemic. I was made redundant during the pandemic, and I've been
So I've
struggling
just
to.
got to go. I keep talking. I'm just got to go off for. Be back shortly.
Okay, fine, fine. Yes, I've been unemployed for 5 years since the pandemic, since I was made redundant, and I've been struggling to get back into work ever since. And I work hard to try to apply for jobs. I apply for at least 2 jobs every day. I'm spending most of the day looking for work. I'd love to have a job. And you're going, and what? You're going to penalize me and people like me in a similar situation? And, just because for one reason or another, we can't get a job. That's discrimination. That's a horrible way to think. PC Fig said, and the Deformed Party wants women to stay at home. I think I'm starting to understand their big plan now. Rev Gray 63 said, the right-wing press mocked Neil Kinnock, but he was spot on in this speech, still applies today. And he's referring to Neil Kinnock's famous I Warn You speech in 1983, and he's provided a link to the video. Neil Martin says, seriously? The Telegraph are now using rage bait? That's basically what this headline is. It shows zero intelligent thoughts. Positively, Sarah C. says, so if I'm made redundant and can't get a new job because I'm 50-plus-year-old woman who employers think I'm invisible, I should be punished and treated like I'm not capable of voting as well? And Jennifer Jenkins 3 replies, pretty much, so awful, isn't it? To which she replies, meh, idiots. Beth Young, 1729, says, on that basis, one would also ban all pensioners and overseas people from voting, basically anyone who isn't paying national insurance. The Telegraph wouldn't like the result. Richard Cohen, author, says, the unemployed. Does that mean people whose income comes entirely from investments and land? Because that's not a job. Og David says, should we ban people who write fascist crap in the Telegraph from breathing? And there are many other comments of a similar nature. But I think this is just rage bait. This is just rage porn. But let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. And please do me a favor and like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and do leave a comment because that would really help me out with the algorithm. Okay, bye for now.